Sometimes in life, you're presented with opportunities that look like a pain in the ass. Actually, quite often in life, this happens. If you knew that everything that happens to you in your life is actually happening for your benefit, you might look at some of these pain in the ass situations a little bit differently. And as we channel this message through, she starts to think about all these experiences that she had, and we have to call her back to the message. Some of them she's still going through, but you'll never know because she doesn't talk so much about her challenges to you, but she talks to us about it all the time. We've worked with her for many years, and over these years, one of the things that we have been training her to do is to tame her tongue. We want her to write it down. It's been a long time since she's been practicing taming her tongue. She actually had a very violent tongue. She had a very projective tongue. She had a very sloppy tongue. It took her a long time to learn to tame her tongue. But if she could do it, trust and believe you can do it too. But why would you? Why would you even care to tame your tongue? If you understood that everything that comes off your tongue is something that you speak into creation, you would watch out, understanding that each word rolling off of it would be a manifestation. In the beginning, oh boy, it was rough. Because this girl right here, she had learned to be so tough. Tough as life had been to her. It took a lot of time for her to realize that the very things she spoke out about were always the things that she despised. So often, speaking words of hate, finding someone else to berate, talking about how everything or everyone or even she herself was always late. But we continued working with her as we continue working with all of you. We never give up, you see. That's not something that we know how to do. And so taming the tongue is a process that could take many years. Depends on how far gone, how deep you are dug into your own fears. But it's possible. It starts with a simple decision. That decision will make a surgical incision into your spiritual energy and remove that which you have decided that you wanted to change, that which would allow you to become what you want to see. And then begins the physical process. At first, you'll drag your mind and your mouth through this process, seemingly under duress, and it will cause you so much stress. Like trying to force a macho man to put on a dress. And that's what your mouth can be like. That's what your tongue can do. It could be like a macho man just rolling around talking about how tough are you. Hmm. And why did we say put on a dress? Because it's a softness in a dress. It's a softness on the tongue. It's going to bring you a lot more of your battles won. They say you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. We don't even like thinking about flies, and neither do you. However, there's something in this that is true. Let your words be sweet in all that you say and all that you do. And watch how life begins to shift for you. If you could see the changes that would come to be, if you would only speak about that which would be spoken positively, then you would understand why, if you have nothing nice to say, you should keep your mouth shut. But to all this, all we ever get is but. We're not saying that your experience or your feelings are not valid. We are, however, saying that the universe hears every whisper off your tongue and in between your ears and responds accordingly. See, it brings you what you speak, what you think, and what you see. It took her a lot of practice over a lot of years to learn to take a situation that would have triggered her lack, limitation, her worry, her abandonment, her fears, and find the sweetness in it, the beauty in it, and the perfection of it. And through this process, she shed a lot of tears that no one ever knew, because in her experience, what she began to learn was that there was so much value in not adding fuel to the fire of anything that she did not desire, but only to inflame more of that which she desired to gain. And now she's become quite adept at it. And this is one of the things that causes all of you to have interest in what she's always here to do. Even though sometimes there's still part of her mind that makes her question the value of what she offers, the time which she invests, and sometimes the messages that she has to deliver weigh heavy on her chest. One of the things that her reasoning human mind has discerned and learned is that she can take any situation and find the beauty in it, the love in it, the healing in it, the blessing in it. And that's one of the things that she's here to share with you. This is part of why we sent her for you. Yes, you. Yes. The one who is listening to this message. She was sent here for you. No, not only you, but she was definitely sent here for you too. We love her so much, and it's the same love that we have for you. If you could tame your tongue and let it speak out love in all that you do, in all that you experience, in all that you see, and in all that you be, you would see life would shift in your favor, oh so drastically. You'll sit in amazement and awe as you go from one magical experience to the next. And it will happen in so many ways. You like to put a size on everything. So we'll say it'll happen in little ways, tiny ways, medium-sized ways, large ways, and yes, even extra large ways. We know you like to supersize everything. And we don't disdain that. We actually love when you supersize things for yourself. But we would love it if you would supersize things from a tame tongue, one that speaks only words of love, wealth, and health. More than a few of you have made so much improvement and have made great strides. And it's on this that all your good luck, your perfect timing, your great fortune, your signs and synchronicities rides. So keep on going. Keep on trying. So if you slip up, jump up and try again. Keep on going. Keep on doing the best you can every day. It doesn't matter if you do it perfectly or not. It matters that you become more aware. Tame the tongue. Let it speak gently of you, of the others, of what was, of what will be, and watch as it floods into your life synchronistically. Okay, so I had heard that we would start with a channel message, and that's done. Now let's get to the cards. Let me close the door real quick. All right. That was interesting. Tame the tongue was the message. Mm. All right. We're going to start with pulling spiritual news. What is the message? What is the news for this tarot in the shadows transmission? Spirit says, whatever it is, let it go. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be free of worry. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve all things that serves your highest good. And that's the breaking news. So clearly we have someone or different ones of the collective who are holding on to something, their resistance to surrender, their resistance to release. There's someone who could be, I see an energy of lack and limitation and worry that causes someone to hold on to a situation that is unbeneficial, unproductive, and even counterproductive. All right, I have shuffled up the Osset Gypsy and the Kipper cards, so we're going to pull them simultaneously right off the top. Let's start with the bottom of the deck. I heard we have the Courthouse and we have the Four of Swords. Waiting for legalities to get wrapped up, waiting on a court date, temporary suspension, I heard. When is this going to be done and how is it going to go? All right. First cards out. We have the Knights of Swords. No, Knight of Cups, excuse me. Oh, no, Page. This deck. Okay. Page of Swords. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's some confusion going on. We never get it wrong that many times in a row. We might get it wrong once, but that's usually it. We have Page of Cups with the Lovers. as a situation. Thinking about love, thinking about a partnership, thinking about a partnership that was, because this Lover's card shows uh, statue. A statue is a uh, honorary totem of what was. I'm hearing memorabilia. So thinking about a love that was. Now, of course, they show me that this Lover's card is number 15. That's devil energy. Thinking about a love that was very, very difficult, but there was so much passion and you loved deeply. This love felt so guided, felt so connected. You're still thinking about it. And if the statue's here, the love is not, or at least the lover is not. I also heard thinking about an ideal love, some strong desire. I just saw someone's energy who was thinking about their ex being happy with their new lover. That's a tough place to sit emotionally and mentally. Remembering when they used to love you like that, I heard. I see here that even though there was a lot of soul connection in it, there was something that just never took form about this love. I see in the card that there is a masculine energy running away from an ideal love. One of the things about this love is that at some point it made so much sense to just be completely vulnerable. At some point during this love, I see where all the fences were let down, all the walls came crumbling down, all the barriers, all the guardedness, it all just dissipated into nothing. But the moment was fleeting, is what I hear. The moment was fleeting. Okay. So if that's the situation, let me see where you're at in this experience. The next cards up, we have judgment and despair. Oh, so in this experience, when I see this card, it's like the universe is trying to get you to wake up. Why are you longing, pining, yearning for someone that ran away with someone else? A love that is no longer here. The sign on the window says not hiring. Right there. It says not hiring. Is it that you were rejected by someone? What I see is if you were rejected by someone, this was your liberation. I see someone who is sad, crying, pining, missing, longing for a person that rejected them and went with someone else. And so you're sitting here thinking about them with their someone else. You were rejected. Spirit said, no, you weren't. You were set free. I heard from a prison sentence. Whoever this was that you were so wanting, life together would have felt like a prison sentence. Why? Because you have been so neglected for so long that you are still repeating the same patterns of chasing after that which doesn't want you, those who do not love you, those who do not treat you right. Trying to persuade them, trying to convince them, trying to get them to see the value of you. Some of you are like this because you had parents who ignored you. Others of you are like this because you had parents who loved you, but they left early, whether that was voluntarily or involuntarily. For any reason at all, they left early. It definitely goes back that far. I hear you saying, why can't they just love me? Why can't they just see me? Why can't they just want me or need me? Spirit is trying to get you to see something. But that is your comfort zone because this situation began during your formative years where you began to feel rejected by those who were the ones who loved you the most or whom you loved the most. So your comfort zone has been labeled the title rejection for so long that without realizing it, you now seek out those who reject you and try to lure them into loving you, trying to persuade them and convince them and give them reasons and show them why, trying to show them your value, your beauty, how hard you work, how great you provide, how great your love is, how great your sex is, how great your body is, how much you'll bend to their will, how obedient you are. Any of these things, if not all of them. And it is definitely attached to early formative foundational memories. It formed a core memory in you, which formed an energetic resonance, a synaptic patterning, a program. And you've been running on it ever since. I hear this is why your best friend in grade school was a fucking bully to you, and you were still there. You know, like there's all the movies with the mean girls, and the one boss mean girl has all her little sheeps, her little minions that she controls, and they follow her, do what she says, wear what she says. You know, if she hates them, they hate them. You were one of those. Maybe it wasn't a group, it could have just been two of you, but there was this pattern still there, even during your school years. And when you began to have romantic relationships, who was your partner? Was somebody that was there for their purposes, their reasons. But when they didn't want that anymore, or once they got what they wanted, they pushed you away, left you alone, pushed you to the side, ignored you, kept you hanging on a thread. And there's the pattern there again. And then when you get married, for those of you who did, I see a marriage to a partner who ran the streets when he was supposed to be at work or she was supposed to be at work. I see a marriage to a partner who didn't provide nurturing, caring, compassion. Oh, it started off so fiery. But then you were left on the back burner. And you stayed. And you stayed. And some of you are still there. For those of you who are not physically still there in that same exact situation, the pattern is there. So now, let's say you're not in a relationship. Maybe you finally figured out, okay, I don't have a good picker. I'm better off single. Every time I get involved with somebody, it's the same thing. The pattern is still there. Now there's a job. There's a boss. You work and you work and you work and you work, and there's no appreciation. You get passed up for promotions. You get passed up for raises. You get passed up. What you don't get passed up is more work on your plate, more requests of you. Oh, well, Susie's going to be off on that day. Do you think you can just work that holiday? I know you had taken your. So I just saw someone who's you had put in for vacation, but because that one over there wanted to go on vacation, you didn't go. The pattern is still there. You've been promised this promotion. You've been promised this raise. You've been promised this and that at the work site over and over again. And they keep passing you up and you're wondering, well, and they keep telling you, well, maybe next time. I'm sorry, but we really had to get this one in. And then next time, it'll be your turn next time. And they keep pushing you to the side and they keep pushing you to the side and they keep pushing you to the side. Now they're showing me the title of the channel portion of our session, Tame Your Tongue. The problem is in this situation, your tongue towards the others has no bite at all. There's no sharpness. It's completely dull and it doesn't even come out of the holster. But your tongue towards yourself is the one they're talking about. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't know. Nobody likes me. Nobody knows the trouble I seen. Okay. I don't have nobody. I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody for my own. Tame your tongue towards yourself is what I hear. Because as you call out despair onto yourself, the universe hears you. The judgment card was channeled to me, the meaning of it years ago. As you call it out, so it comes about. So if you're sitting up here calling out despair in your life, you're going to see despair in your life. The pattern is still there. Let's see the energy on the other side of the table. We have the Eight of Wands and distant horizons. Now, the other side of the table energy right now is talking to me about a calling that's trying to get you to go somewhere you've never been before. Trying to get you to do something you've never done before. This is what's going to turn the tables in your life. Everything is guiding you away, away, away. Sail away, sail away, sail away. You've wanted something different, but you haven't had it because you stay. It's like you they just showed me a rock in the ground and a crowbar trying to dig the rock out of the ground, but you don't want to budge. You just don't budge. You're like the rock in the ground that won't budge. But it's not because you're literally a rock in the ground, it's because you don't want to. Your fear of what's out there is greater than the misery and despair of what you have here. Spirit says, whatever it is, let it go. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be free of worry. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve all things that serves your highest good. Holding on to it so tight. I just saw someone, you have a house or some property. It's in a very undesirable neighborhood, but you've got an opportunity in your hands right now to sell it because there's a developer that wants to purchase it. But your sentimental attachment to this location that is not good for you anyways because it's very unsafe. I see that your car has been broken into multiple times. You can't even keep any adornments in your yard, not even a fucking lawn chair, because somebody over there thinks it's cool to come swipe anything off your yard, anything off your property. It's really not a good neighborhood. And I just see there's a developer that wants to come through, and I'm hearing or seeing McDonald's. So I mean, you might not even know that it's going to be a McDonald's, but there is a developer. Your hesitancy will turn out to be in your best interests. Your sentimental attachment that you've had to your house up until now will turn out to be into your best interests because what's going to happen is this developer is going to make so much money off of that place selling $1 fucking GMO, god dang silicone filled. I don't know what the fuck is in that shit, but I don't eat it. We're not allowed to, and we don't want to anyways. But cheap ass food to broke-minded people who live in the neighborhood. Now, we're not saying that we're not supporting it, but this is the way things are still in society at the day of this recording. And so what they're showing me is they're going to offer you more money because you said no. You're going to get even a bigger offer. Get the fuck out of there. Move. I see you always wanted to live like some little village or something. You're going to have enough money to move there and live like high on the hog is what I'm hearing. Get out of there. Let it go. Yes, I know all of your memories of your mother are there in that house. I know all your memories of your mother are there in that house. But honey, your mother would tell you to get the fuck out of there. I'm not in that house. I'm with you. I'm in you. I am you. Yet the pattern persists. The pattern continues of holding on to ideas, beliefs, objects, people, situations that are detrimental to your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. Let it go. Let it go. Let him run the streets happily and not come home to you so that he doesn't bring you a fucking disease that will kill you. Let McDonald's deal with the security issues on that property. Let your boss try to find someone else that could fill your shoes and go to that other company that is going to give you a higher starting pay and a lot more peace of mind. Oh boy, somebody's going to be mad at me about this one, but I just saw somebody. You're a woman. You have a grown ass baby. This baby is in their 40s. You have a child who is in their 40s. And this child is a big ass baby. Why are you still caring for them like they're 4 years old? They're not 4, they're 40. Put the zero behind it. They're 40. They don't work. They don't eat. They don't clean. They do not stay. Everybody must contribute to this household. If you fucking shit on that toilet and walk on these floors, bitch, you better wipe that toilet seat. You better mop these floors. Take the toilet scrubber and scrub that toilet. Clean the shower. Wash the motherfucking dish and take out the trash. I just see somebody is suffering at home, in their own home, because they refuse to remove their 40-something son who is loafing around their house, ruining things, consuming everything, and producing absolutely nothing. You did your best. Nagging, waiting, and submitting to his dominance is not going to get him to change. I heard it's been 10 years he's been telling you he's going to go look for a job tomorrow. He keeps coming up with excuses. It's time to take more assertive and aggressive action. You don't want to hear that. This is still your path to freedom and what spirit is pushing you to do. They said if you would have did it when he was younger, he would have learned by now. But he's got 40 some years now of knowing that mommy's going to take care of everything. I don't have to do nothing. Stop cooking for him. Stop washing his laundry. Stop paying for his phone. Stop giving him money to go to the fucking movies. Stop buying his clothes. Everything you're doing for him, he should do for himself. You're not helping him, and you're not helping yourself. Let it go. Now I see someone. You actually have made a lot of progress. But you're racked with guilt, heavy shame and guilt about what happened to the one you walked away from. They died. And you hold the guilt that maybe if I had just stayed a little bit longer, loved a little bit more, tried a little bit harder, maybe, just maybe, things could have gone another way. So you sit in guilt and shame. They want me to sit high and tall as I tell you, you are not to blame. It is not your fault. And they're showing me one who died in a car crash. They're showing me one who died from cirrhosis of the liver. But the first one they showed me is the one who died by their own hand. You are not at fault. It's time to let go of the shame and guilt. Life is trying to take you to peace, but you must choose to let go, to release. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be free from worry. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve all things that serves your highest good. There's a song from Neo. It's called You Deserve. Some of you should listen to that. It's going to make you cry. Listen to it again. Keep listening to it until you accept that this is what you deserve. You deserve to be treated well. You deserve to be respected. You deserve peace in your own home, mind, and body. So, what is it that will help you? Spirit wants to tell you something. Let's see what that is. Nine of Pentacles and poverty comes out. These energies are exact opposite. Nine of Pentacles is about financial gain, prosperity, financial independence. It's about being able to enjoy the luxuries of life. And poverty is there because Spirit is saying you need to understand that the choice you're making right now is between these two situations for yourself. There are so many readers that are talking at this time because I've got a couple of readers that I like to listen to. And I'm guided to listen to. And Spirit is showing me there's a lot of readers right now who are talking about people who have been taking advantage of you, stealing from you. They're talking about legal things in the court system, in the spiritual court system, in the human court system, of people who have taken advantage, who have oppressed, who have stolen, who have conned. And it's time for their reckoning. And if you keep aiding and abetting them, if you keep supporting them and housing them, their karma is going to hit your house. And they're showing me what a wrecking ball. Thank you. I was about to say, what's that thing called? They're showing me a wrecking ball as in construction. I think it would be hardest for the mother with a 40-year-old son. But honey, I think you're getting to that. I think you're about, up to here with the bullshit. I'm just saying. Yeah, whatever you've been holding on to that's got you feeling this despair, a wrecking ball is about to come through. And Spirit is urging you to please let it go. We don't want you to be part of the collateral damage of Spirit doing what is on the divine timetable to do at this time. So that company and that boss, the whole company is about to go down, or at least that whole department. That partner that I talked about that's cheating on your ass every other whatever, every weekend, I don't know, once a month, once a year, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, he messed around or she messed around with the wrong person. They about to get the wrecking ball too. Your son, he's doing all this dirt in your house, but you don't know what he's doing in the streets. Oh, he's about to get a wrecking ball too. I feel like for you, mama, I just heard it. You're really going to have to not do too much because his wrecking ball is going to pull him. I just saw God pull him out of your house, which is giving me the vision that he could end up in a life or death situation and not be able to come back home. He could end up incarcerated, or there's something going on where he's going to be pulled out. It could be something too around who he's hanging out with, but I'm seeing these as, in other words, all these things are going on. You don't know nothing about it because you're too busy working, doing his fucking laundry, cooking his meals, and paying these bills. Honey, yeah. Spirit wants you to understand you can be broke with them if you want to, because that wrecking ball is coming through. And it's not just on some people. I'm seeing this as a collective energy. Corporations, high ranking officials, everyday people on the street, and everything in between. The wrecking ball is about to come through. And God's been telling you, the universe has been showing you that this is long overdue. You should really let this go now. This is debilitating. This is getting you caught up. This is costing you way more than what it's paying. So this is a warning. I just heard, yeah, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, we told them to get out and not to look back. But because she looked back, she turned to a pillar of salt and then turned to dust and blew away. Let it go. It's time to let it go. Because the divine has seen what is in everyone's heart, along with their repetitive actions. They keep doing something that disrespects the divine and everyone else that they come in line with. And God is about to remove them and wants to take you away to a beautiful place. That neighborhood is going to keep going down. And if you don't sell to this developer that's trying to buy your house, your neighbor might, or the person across the street might. And then the neighborhood's really going to go down, because now you're going to have everybody and all they broke cousins hanging out in front of the fucking dollar sandwich store. I just see people sitting out on the street all night. People that just, vagrants, and no judgment. Some people are homeless, and I'm sure they got a good heart and all that stuff. But, honey, if your energy was right, your energy would not allow you to be in that situation. Those, I hear, are facts. As a matter of fact, the brighter your energy is, the prettier your situation is. And that's why your house is the prettiest one on the block. Your energy is nice, but you can't even keep it as pretty as it used to be, because the neighborhood just keeps going down, 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 down. That neighborhood is a magnet for, I don't want to say that. That sounds terrible. This is what I heard. Whoa, shit. Okay, they said every city has a neighborhood that is a magnet for the scum of the earth, because filth loves to be around filth. Ouch. Yeah, I can see it. And they're showing me how God came through and got me the fuck out of that neighborhood I was in. And if and when I have to go over there, which is not much, it's gotten worse and worse and worse over there. So, yeah, you have a choice to make. You can take your wins, or you can go down, 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 baby, down, down the roller coaster until you just can't get off anymore, because it's not going to get any better at all. Things over there are going to continue to deteriorate, and you have the opportunity to be spared that experience. Are you going to take it though? Or are you going to hold on to it? All right. One more message. What is the guidance? Three of Pentacles and marriage. Wow. Now, this marriage I'm seeing, it's not showing me a marriage to a person. This is telling me Trust in the divine. Work with us. Sacred contract. Let spirit be your husband. Let spirit be your partner. Let spirit be your protector. It's like spirit is showing up here in the masculine energy. You're showing up here in the feminine energy. Spirit wants you adorned, wants you connected, wants to take you to a better life, wants to provide for you. But you have to accept it. You have to allow it. Happy wife, happy life. 3. We have number 33 here. Ascended master energy. Honey, spiritually, you are either in the you're either in the presence of an ascended master who is guiding you, listen to the guidance, or you're on the path to becoming an ascended master. But 33, angel number 33, some of you got the first notice about something on March 3rd. Somebody is 33 years old. Work together in partnership with spirit. Let them guide you. Let them provide for you. They are showing you. They are showing you. Somebody here is afraid to let go of a cheating, running the streets, ain't no good, Papa was a Rolling Stone type of partner. God's got a better partner in line for you. And no, it won't happen immediately because you're going to need some time to heal. However, that's what I heard. So, tame your tongue. Stop speaking out things against yourself. Be more gentle with yourself. Be more verbal with those who come against you. Don't be afraid to let it go so you can get something more. This is what I have for you for this episode of Tarot in the Shadows. Thank you for your love donations. Especially shout out to Michelle Celeste. I received your love donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for giving this video a like, sharing the channel, the growth on the channel, and choosing me for your personal readings. I'm so grateful to be of service. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. That's all, baby. And I'm out.